Good afternoon, everyone. While the media focuses on the heat wave in Northern Europe, it seems they forgot Northern Africa, southern part of Europe, and anything east below normal temperatures. They should also explain to you that it's snowing up in Canada. The airflows are pulling air from the remnants of the warm hurricane anyway, straight up to where it's record warm temperatures right now. It's a little disingenuous of them not to explain the mechanisms behind it. Snowing in July, Resolute Bay, not making the news. How about tonight's forecast? Freezing, freezing, below freezing, and a sliver above freezing. Right side, anomalies. Greenland ice melt. Where it's blue, below normal melt. And these are low temperatures across the United States. These are Celsius though, so 20 degrees Celsius equals 70 Fahrenheit. Doesn't look like a full-on global heat wave to me. Even down in Guatemala, 23 degrees Celsius. That's not even 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And with these changes upon us in the grand solar minimum, you're going to have to grow some of your own food. Check out the free sprouting and microgreen guides. TrueLeafMarket.com. That Adapt 2030 link is below in the description box. As well as the weekly podcast, Mini Ice Age Conversations. I'm loading 3 to 4 times a week. That's in the description box below. Just click where it says Mini Ice Age Conversations. Now, as we've all seen, it is record warm temperatures up in Scandinavia. That's great for the media to report on that. There's even some ancient relics being found due to the heat, which I'm going to cover in the next video. But look at all the below normal temperatures. Anywhere you're seeing that blue and green, that's 6 to 10 degrees Celsius below normal, especially across North Africa. And when we get over into Turkey and further down into the Middle East, why are they not talking about this? That's a very interesting story as well. And also, they should explain the mechanisms to you as to why the record heat is going up into Scandinavia. First, that cold air being blown down over the Arctic is snowing in Canada, where that first orange arrow is, where it says cold air. Snowing today in Canada. Remember that hurricane off the east coast of the United States with extremely warm water brought up from around Florida? That's getting taken right up into Scandinavia. This is what's causing the record heat. It's not because of CO2. It's because the remnants of a hurricane, the latent heat, is being pulled up with that flow right into that exact same area. Heaven forbid they would talk about the snow in July in Resolute Bay. This is Nunavut. Today, they want to focus on heat. Just a few thousand miles away, though, it's snowing. Also, if they want to talk about the record heat, they should be talking about below normal temperatures in the Arctic and northern Canada. Tonight's forecast, freezing is 0 degrees Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit for those of you in the States. -1 means, 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That's below freezing. Green is freezing rain on this, and everything else with that purplish, well, that's going to be snow. And I thought, that's really interesting. Wonder if the government of Canada has any forecast about Nunavut in these same areas. Resolute Airport, 1 degree Celsius, flurries. Flurries until the next few days. Also, if it was record heat across the Arctic, we should not be seeing freezing temperatures in these same places. Now, that last map I showed you was really far north up near northern Greenland, but let's pull back a little bit. That big water body right there, Hudson Bay. Again, if this was all-time record heat across the northern hemisphere and the Arctic's baking, etc., we shouldn't be seeing 5 degrees Celsius temperatures, 1 degree Celsius at Clyde River. 8 degrees Celsius, that's in the 40s Fahrenheit still. And this is what they're calling a heat wave? It's kind of disingenuous, actually. And taking a look at the temperatures that even the Weather Network has up, while you wake up this morning, 19 degrees Celsius in Washington, that's not even 70 degrees Fahrenheit. 30 degrees down in Texas, that's right up around 90 degrees. But the way they tell you in the media, it's the whole planet's baking. And when you look at these temperatures, let's look at up around Alaska, 11 degrees, that's like what, 50-something degrees Fahrenheit? 19s, it's not even 70. You start to see these temperatures across the map. And I thought for sure in French Guiana, 27 degrees Celsius. Come on. That's not even 90 degrees. And look around Mexico City, 20 degrees Celsius, right at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So I thought, all right, let's look in a different forecast and see if these temperatures are matching up. Sure enough, here we go, Canada. Again, 14, 15, that's in the 60 degree Fahrenheit range. 10, again, is right at 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're already seeing cooling temperatures, and I thought, well, there has to be a temperature map that should match this. And here we go, that swoosh of purple right in the middle there, that's 23 to 25 degrees Celsius below normal temperatures. Yeah, I see the red on either side, but look at Hudson Bay. Look in the center of the United States, and then let's bring it out over the next couple days. Looks like the heat dissipates and the cool takes over. And then how do you think the media is going to explain this? August 1st, we're getting a cold wave coming down pretty much across the entire eastern seaboard, clear up to Greenland. Oh, speaking of Greenland, let's take a look at the melt. Right side is the anomalies of surface temperatures. Anything that's blue is below normal temperatures. Now, temperatures are one thing, but melt days are another. And this is what they keep consistently talking about, is days of melting, days of melting. Keep you on the right side over here. Blue is below normal days of melt. That orangish color is above normal days of melt. And anywhere it's white is neutral. So I'm going to ask you to look over on that right side and see what you think about Greenland this year. From the 1st of May to the 20th of July, do you think it's melting into oblivion? Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. If you like this type of content, make sure you click that bell. Click the subscribe button, and also Mini Ice Age Conversations, tri-weekly podcast, anywhere podcasts are hosted across the net. And if you like this in a written form, starting to put this up with the images and the text up on steemit.com, Adapt 2030.